I didn't see you there. How did you get in here, you little cheeky monkey? Thanks for joining me. I'm glad that you're here. I hope you enjoy my iHeartland show. It's coming up. See you around. Hey, what's going on? Welcome backstage in iHeartland. I didn't see you there. Thanks for joining me. I'm Darren Criss, and I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into my world. Here's a little conversation I just had with EJ.
What up, guys? Thank you for joining us backstage here at State Farm Park in iHeartland. You may know him as Blaine Anderson on Glee, but he's also an Emmy and Golden Globe winner. How dope is that? He released his first ever holiday album called A Very Darren Christmas around this time last year, and his 2022 Christmas tour gets underway in New York on November 29th. A big iHeart welcome to the multi-talented Darren Criss. Darren.
Hey, what's up,
happening,
EJ?
bro?
Oh, man, this is my first time to iHeartland. It's nice to be here. I always like going to new, fun places.
It feels nice and cozy, doesn't it?
It does feel cozy. Thank you for joining us, guys. This feels very meta and warm and exciting and perfect for the holiday spirit. This is nice. I'm very happy to be here.
Let's talk about the Christmas album. Of course you use your last name
Of
to spell
course,
Christmas.
because there's no world where I couldn't.
Right.
If I didn't, then I would have had to face like an onslaught of people being like, hey, you know what you should have called it? And then I'd be like, I know, because it's my last name. So it is a little bit of an obvious eye roll title, but it is very apropos because everything from the song selections to the way that I arranged and produced everything, it's very, hopefully, me and very singular to me. There's a lot of songs that people have most likely never heard of, and I'd like to think probably wouldn't have if I hadn't, put this on an album for them to experience it. So I wanted to, if I was going to make a Christmas album, I wanted to be very singular to me. So that's why the name isn't just a dumb pun, but a very specific very Darren Christmas.
I feel like we love puns, though, especially when they're used correctly.
Yeah, and useful. And it's not lying. Like, it is, if you listen to this album, it is a very me thing. Like, I didn't want it to be just, oh, that guy from that thing is making one of those Christmas albums, just sort of a run-the-mill thing. It's a very specific and very personal, part of my experience with the holidays, and I tried to bake all that experience and that love for music and holiday music into the cake of this album. So when people listen to it, it is, yes, again, a very Darren Christmas album.
What do you feel like what was the hardest part about putting together this album?
Dude, the absolute hardest part was spending years. So I have a voracious appetite for music. I've been consuming albums and songs at a crazy level my entire life. And Christmas albums are something that I've studied and enjoyed for a really long time. And I always thought, okay, if I did it myself, here's what I would do. So cut to 30 plus years of taking inventory of Christmas music. I had like 80 to 100 songs that I thought I would do in some kind of way. So whittling those down to a listenable, 12 some odd track list was really hard. So anytime people come up to me and go, hey, you know what you should cover? I go, I know, I've thought about it, but I couldn't do it. So whittling it down to these specific tunes was both fun, but, a bummer, because I want to record all of it.
Right, you want to make sure that you are doing each and every one that you love.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But the ones that are all the songs on this album are, like I said, very specific to things that have meaning to my life, and I really wanted to make sure that, when you had to make that choice if it went on or not, I had to think, okay, would anybody else do it? And would anybody else do it like this? And that's kind of what decided what is on that album.
You know what I wonder? When you are going in and making an album, right? In an album like a Christmas album, right?
Yeah.
Are you thinking to yourself, I want this to be the next song that people are singing for the next 30 years? Or are you just going in and doing your thing?
I mean, sure, in the back of your mind, there's always, this is something I say about artistry in general, but one learns to hope for everything, expect nothing. That's kind of where I live at all times. So sure, that'd be amazing. I think one of my main dreams for this album is, like I said, there's a bunch of songs that, for the most part, a lot of people probably have never heard of before. So what I did is I wanted to put songs that you've never heard before in a sonic atmosphere that felt familiar. So when you hear it, you go, I know this one. This is this a Frank Sinatra tune, right? And the answer is no. No one's ever recorded it like this. But it feels familiar because we employ the use of, swing or, strings and bells and things that feel like Christmas. So I wanted it to feel like Christmas and feel familiar, even though it's something new. On the flip side of that, if there were songs that were familiar to people, that people know, I tried to record them in a style that I had never found them being done before. Because as you know, for every Christmas song, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of recordings of them. So I diligently searched for any versions that might sound close to the ones that I was doing. So, short story, way too long. Yes, there are versions of songs that I have that I go, yeah, it would be really cool if this was the standardization of this particular song. So, but hey, who knows? I just hope people enjoy their holidays, and even if I'm just on in the background, that's cool enough.
Now, was that hard?
What, putting
Actually coming together, putting those songs, the strings, making it sound like it's something that people have heard before, and putting it on your own little twist to it?
I wouldn't say it's hard, because it's I will say, of all the things that I do, it is my biggest calling, and probably my biggest skill is I'm an okay musician. I'm an okay singer. What I really do, and what I really enjoy, and I do this as an actor, as a person, as a producer, as a writer, as everything, is I'm an interpreter. I'm an interpolator. I'm a curator. And so I gather things that I love and try to put them through a filter to make them as accessible as possible to people. Now, whether or not I succeed in doing that, jury's out on that, but that's certainly like the goal. So, it's fun. And also, as a songwriter, most of these songs, I did write a few songs on this album, but a lot of them are already songs that we love. Like, they've been tried and tested. We love those songs. We know how they sound. They feel fun already. So for me, it's just taking things I already love and trying to frame them and dress them and tailor them to something that is, a couture design just for me. So it's fun, because a lot of the legwork is out of it. When you say, is it hard? Relatively to making your own thing, your own album, carving your own path through the noise of everything else, that's hard. This is already, you have songs that people are already kind of familiar with. And people love Christmas. People love Christmas music. They're already down. Their doors are open, So that's a really nice thing, that when you make a Christmas album, people want the sleigh bells and the strings and the harmonies and musical complexity for like this 1 month out of the year, every year. Dude, every year, people that have been dead for decades are in the top 10.
Right.
Burl Ives, Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole, without fail, top 20 radio every year, because people just want that feeling. So, on the one hand, it's hard to compete with some of those great records, but it's also an honor to celebrate those songs and do your own thing on it.
When it comes to writing a Christmas song, right? I
Yes.
feel like it would be, I think writing a regular song is hella hard, right?
Yeah.
So is it harder doing a Christmas song, or is it easier?
No, it's definitely easier in that it comes with an aesthetic already. Christmas is a genre.
Right.
It's not just a holiday. It comes with a color scheme. It comes with imagery. It comes with words, tradition, nostalgia, food. It comes with so much stuff. So when you're writing a song, you have this menu of topics to choose from, and these plays on words and these images that so many people are already familiar with, that the grab bag is much more specific.
So you're going out on tour?
Yes, which is something I've been waiting to do for a long time. A lot of things have gotten in the way of that. So finally, because we did put this album out last year, and we got to do one show for it in New York City that we live streamed, but this time I now get to go to a few different cities on the East Coast, and it's not just playing music. You are offering sort of a Christmas service. People are looking for Christmas entertainment, and that's one of the joys of making a Christmas album. Again, people are activated. They're proactively engaged in this holiday tradition. You're no longer just making an album. You're being a part of people's traditions, which is an honor to service. It's not really about me, even though it is a very Darren Christmas. I'm just saying, hey, these are my traditions. These are my things. Hopefully you could dig it and are interested in this music. But I'm there to make people feel good in the holidays and hopefully have something to elevate their holiday experience. So I'm excited to share that in person with people. And of course, also in iHeartland in the metaverse. That's cool too.
What is your favorite thing about going out there and reaching and touching people?
Well, there's nothing like a live audience. That's something that we missed during the pandemic. I think it's an inevitable thing that human beings long for. And, even iHeartland, what's amazing is that people that can't be there in person can essentially be there through an avatar in the metaverse, which I think is a really incredible thing. It's, as that world and those worlds get built out more and more, it's sort of the next best thing to actually being there in person. So, there's nothing like a live performance.
Can I just say it was a pleasure chatting it up with you.
Oh, likewise, man.
Yeah, it was
Thank
a great
you.
time. I love your outfit. Can I
Thanks,
borrow that
man.
jacket?
You know, come on, it's Christmas. You wanna go big. It's the holiday season, baby.
Thank you so much for being here tonight. A Very Darren Christmas is available
Thank you.
right now. I am EJ for iHeartRadio Live. Thank you so much for joining us at iHeartland and State Farm Park. Happy holidays to you and yours. T2IL.
Happy holidays. Thanks for checking us out, guys.